all indiscreet, so it's
Listen. Oh shoot, man. Hey, y'all. Charleston White done it again. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the biggest liar, scammer, manipulator I have ever seen in my life. And you know why I had to say that? I thought Umar was something. I thought Sean Rock was something. You know, I'm talking about public figures, not people we know personally and stuff like that, right? Because we can all call out somebody who, you know. But when you get across people in massive form, I'm talking about the world, and you scamming on these levels, he did it again. The only reason why I even listen to this interview, knowing he does a lot of interviews, is because another scammer, in my opinion, suggested to listen to it. And because I'm analyzing this chick for what she is, I said, let me go watch it, because she seems to be in alignment with things that he's saying in this interview. She believes this dude. And I may end up, you know, saying who she is. I mean, I know I am, but I'm still, you know, I can't believe that, child. So Charleston White does this interview. I don't know why it won't let me click on it, but to see like when it was posted. But it looked, okay, June the 15th. Okay, there we go. So this was a very recent interview. A lot of us done seen a bunch of the mess that he's posted online. The back and the forth, the back and the forth. Nobody should be listening to or believing anything he has to say. Absolutely nothing he has to say. Scum. I feel like it's worse when it's allegedly your own people. Listen to this dude. Listen to him.
Of course, with the juvenile judges, so I've been there saving kids. So this was my specialty.
I don't believe it.
I believe in first degree murder. Had he took a knife to school because he was bullied, right? So I say a few days later, maybe a week later, I get a call from a friend and says that the dad wants to book me. The dad wants to pay me $3,000. I think it was $3,000 or $4,000. The dad wants to pay me $3,000-$4,000 to meet with me.
Who dad?
Carmelo's dad.
Okay. Your ass on.
Well, I'm a businessman. He could be booking me for a killing. Nigga, I meet up with him, get the money, and I keep the money.
Let me say this. Now, Charleston White is still going to run this narrative that he was with Jeff McCaff because he firmly believes that a child should not bring a knife to school. So he felt like Carmelo brought a knife to school, and therefore, however it happened, this happened, and Jeff lost his son. So he was with Jeff, and he said Carmelo should get whatever they give him. You know, throw the book at him. It was the knife he brought to school that made him feel so strongly this way. Now, he is saying that after he met with the father, and I guess got inside information and saw things for himself, actual proof, he found out Carmelo didn't bring a knife. He is still to this day in this interview saying Carmelo didn't bring a knife. Now, we heard the dad say it wasn't a knife. So, I'm still confused because we know a lot of stuff doesn't happen, right? And we know that there's a lot of corruption here. They showed a picture of a knife and said that was the knife he used. So, are they lying? Because Charleston is still saying it was a tool and not a knife. I have a similar knife. We all know a knife when we see a knife versus a tool that has a knife on it. It's just way too many things going on here. But the things we do know, unless it's some kind of psyop, one is deceased and one is in prison for 35 years. Okay? This dude here, I just, he is full of deception.
I listen to him, I look him in his eyes, and I listen to his story. His story made more sense. His story made more sense.
Oh, the son.
Yeah, it made more sense than what the media was projecting. And probably in black faces, Lee Merritt, Benjamin Crump.
Okay. Now, he is saying that he didn't like the father at first because he let his wife do the talking. It's not too much I can say about that, although I want to, because I'm not a male. So I'm gonna give a little bit of it that there's some, this got to do with some man stuff that I don't know nothing about, right? So I can only give my opinion, but my opinion may not mean that much, right? However, to be honest, that disturbed me as well. I don't care if you quiet, she the one do the talking. However that dynamic is, this is a whole nother situation, and the man is supposed to stand in front of his family. So yeah, and she could barely talk without crying on top of that. He seemed to be able to talk and not cry in front of us. So that bothered me too. So I'm thinking that this is more man shit. You know, Charleston looking like, as a man, no, in a situation like this, when you gotta stand and protect your family, you stand and speak for your family. So, okay. He still went to talk with him and blah blah blah. But what was the other thing? Oh, he said he had the Dominique. You know, then he's elaborating about what he feels like, you know, about Crump and him. I can't really say too much about that either. The only opinion I have on that is his son. So he's in the atmosphere. So he would know if his son would need that. Listen, and remember, they didn't even want Carmelo to be able to have a freaking lawyer or a defense. People talking about he don't deserve even to have a defense when everybody in America is do that. So I'm not sure about him going too hard on him for doing what he felt like he needed to do. Plus, we heard the interview from Dominique. Dominique said he came to the dad, and he's not necessarily a civil rights dude. So he really missed me on that one. He really did. So I'm gonna let him continue. Let me
Jasmine Crockett, Dominique, nigga, all these run together. Kim Cole, nigga, all these Freddie Haynes, all these are the hooks and crooks to run together. Nigga, they playing for the money.
Okay.
Being Crump never, but you know who was the mastermind leader? The white boy Sean King. Sean King probably ran off with $1 billion from the Black Lives Matter donation and getting his cut. So once I saw Dominique, I said, man, they playing, homie. Nigga, so I had a disdain when I saw the family with these people. Nigga, man, come to find out they not from here. They don't know nobody from here. Family never been in trouble. This man and his wife never been in trouble. They never had a son, so they don't know what to do. These ambulance chasers went out there and brought them to the lawyers like they always do during the police shooting. Why do you think during the police shooting you always see Ben Crump or Lee Merritt? You don't see no other lawyers. No other lawyers. In the last 15 years, how much money can you think them niggas done gathered in pocket? You ain't seen no other lawyers. So what they do, they get a community activist, a leader like Dominique Alabama, reach out to the family, and that's how they get the lawyer connection, because it's unethical for the lawyer to pursue it. They got somebody on pole, hey man, go down there and get with that family. I used to stop him in Fort Worth. So they've always been my rivals. Cause I wouldn't let them come. I used to expose them when they come to Fort Worth. Because one thing about people can always say about me, as long as I've been working and dealing with the people, I've never asked for $1. Not one time. I've never asked for $1, nigga. I've never posted my cash out. I've never created a GoFundMe. Why? The strongest man in the land is the man who wake up and ain't got to ask nobody for a thing. Not a job, sugar, a ride, nothing, a cigarette, nothing. Strongest man in the land. So what I learned to do is to say what I'm gonna do. And because of my character and credibility, people give to what I say I won't give to.
Dear Dr. Bowman, I want to thank you for looking out for my community. Through Piedmont,
You help people understand the risks of high blood pressure. What you started a barbershop matters.
You help me catch things early and take all the right steps.
We appreciate you, Dr. Bowman, and Piedmont. Thank you for all
all
that.
that you do. Sincerely, John, Kenneth, and Roger.
He told me the story. I believed him. I still believe it. I went and met with the kid. From the time I met that kid have had my heart. This is not a violent kid. This is not a homie. If I had to describe this kid in a cartoon, I would say this kid is his fleece is white as snow. Man, just a pure good kid. Smart, intelligent, fragile, frail. Try to seem confident, but self-esteem issues. Dad worked a lot. Dad wasn't always home. Kid don't know how to throw a punch. Articulate. Can communicate well, properly. His goals, his aspirations.
You know, when I hear him speak so highly of Carmelo, and he also called him his baby at one point, did he not recently go off on a rant against the dad and Carmelo? Did he not also threaten that he could have Carmelo touched? Absolutely. This guy is a liar. He is a manipulator. He go back and forth, and you don't know what to believe. I don't think he means any of it. I think he wants to continue to play both sides. But clearly, he and the father is not in agreement, or he's not getting his way, or something of the sort. And he's allowing that to cause him to really take it out on Carmelo at the end of the day. Which is something he should not be doing. You know? It's insane. It's really,
And being a thug is not one of them. Looking like a thug is not one of them. Behaving like a thug is not one of them. This is one of all our kids. If you can close your eyes, if you have children, if you can close your eyes and think of the best kid around your children, that's this kid. So when I met him, I initially connected with him. And I knew he was going to have a hard time being on bond, so I started putting things in place for him. I had him an MMA coach, shout out to Trent, a boxing coach to go out there. I loaded him up with books. One of the first books I gave him and asked him to read is The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander, that talks about the 1 in 3 school to prison pipeline. 1 in 3 school to pipeline. 1 in 3 school to prison pipeline. He went to prison from school.
Now, he gonna say he did all these things for Carmelo and his family. We don't know that any of this is true. I seriously doubt that anyone would advise Carmelo's father to get on social media and respond to Charleston White, or respond about Charleston White, or say anything to say he lied, justify, to go back and forth, to do none of that. Okay, so basically he gonna say all he wanted, and we don't know that any of this is true. It could be. If you're done with the situation, what's the point? Why would you even keep talking about it? If you care about the boy, at the end of the day, why don't you just be silent? Move on with your life. Shit.
Be schooled through prison pipeline. He went to prison from school. Over 50% of children in the state of Texas are not arrested on the streets. They're either referred or come through school. 1 in 3 will go school to prison pipeline. So let me finish. So the dad, I don't like victims. I don't like people. I talk to victims and talk to them to be victorious. I hate a black man that see himself as a victim. I hate a black man that poor me. I hate a docile, subservient, beta male black man. No matter how much respect and likeness I have for you, you can't be that kind of man with me. I hurt your feelings. So I never hurt his feelings, but I was rough with him. See, while everybody talking, there was a time when he needed all these black people with these opinions, all these black lawyers that he said is powerful now. Where was they at then, nigga? They saw you with the same lawyer you got now. You reached out to all these, well, nobody there, nigga. They gave you a GoFundMe when the black lawyers and the black people realized they couldn't get that $600,000. Wasn't nobody there, nigga. The white people went in, and because there was so much controversy, and he had so many oppositions in the white Republican conservative world, they put a halt on that money. Only people could touch that money is the lawyers. He couldn't have no access to it. He couldn't. They would start going up to his job, acting like they wanted to buy a car. Get to the finance guy and say, hey man, this son killed somebody, y'all better get him out of here. The job didn't fire him, but just for the safety, they had to let him go in the brain. They had to let him go. He called me crying, homie. I ain't no son.
One thing he's failing to mention is that it was Jeff Metcalf, because see, this is the BS. He gonna say that the daddy, the Metcalf motherfucker, came there humble and forgiveness in his heart, and he know that that's a stinking lie. He been messing with this family from day one. When I saw him, because mind you, Metcalf's ex-wife, his other son, been doing videos since the day it happened. And so has Jeff. And they given their own version of what happened. And the Mammy and the Peppy weren't even there. But they sure didn't hesitate to be all on TV giving interviews. He didn't say nothing about that was Jeff Metcalf orchestrating that and going up to that man's job constantly, determined to get him fired, determined to make it so much havoc for that company, to where they had no other choice but to let us what's his name, Carmelo's father, go from his job. He didn't say nothing about him doing other things to harass him. Some of that we can see publicly on his Facebook. The same way y'all trolls be writing comments about this on every video. Go in people's lives and decide you gotta insert your, when you can clearly see nobody is in favor of no Austin Metcalf like you want it, like you are. But yet it's still, you come in there with your comments in the comment section and in the live streams. He was making them same comments on that man's Facebook. He wanted the world to know, in case they didn't, that his son killed his son. Now, how was he forgiving and peaceful? Ain't nowhere in the bloody pit of Hades he gonna show up at them people's thing, private event, like he did, looking on me and not even saying nothing to nobody. And they gonna think he come in peace or for some prayer. Who don't nobody know what you pray to and what you pray about. You don't just pray with any and everybody. I don't even know who started talking like that. You don't pray with any and everybody. You don't know who they really praying to. You don't know what the hell they really praying about. You don't know what kind of energy they trying to give you. You know? But he didn't come there to no pray. I don't even believe that dude pray. He been harassing his family from day one. But he not gonna say that, and he know it's true. Full of shit.
And I don't give a damn about helping another grown man. But because of my heart for a son, I put him in the car with me. And I didn't have a position for him. I made him my road manager. I took over the car payments. When he told me, man, they looking for Carmelo truck. Carmelo had just had a Jeep, or just got, I guess, had a red Jeep. He said, they done put a hit out on Carmelo Jeep. I can't hide it. I said, nigga, I'll take over the payments and I drive it around and let them look for me. I put the target on me, man. So he said they couldn't sleep home. They were moving so much, and because of my heart for my people, and because of my heart for this family, they didn't deserve the backlash that they got from the white racist people.
Who is his people?
Because their son made
Who is his people? Who is his people? This guy don't got no people around here. He don't even like black people. Y'all better go back and rewatch them videos where he talk about black people like a dog, where he admits to you that he would do you the dirtiest with pleasure. Apparently y'all forget about that. Apparently you believe the BS that he's spewing when he say otherwise, like he trying to do now. If you cared about Carmelo, forget the daddy, because it's foul you doing this to the daddy. But let's say any of this is true. Why would you come out here and tell somebody, then you talk about your heart? If this was done out of his heart, it don't matter that y'all disagree. Go your way. Why would you come tell everybody that you was doing all this for this man and his family? You piece of shit. That's all I got to say. But it's gonna go, it mutes when you go in reverse anyway. So just let me back in. Hoping I can have to do a pull up. Am I gonna have to do a pull up? We ain't doing no pull up. Hell no, we ain't doing no pull up. It's gonna be tight though. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. I don't want to touch no dirty trailer, so I'm gonna pull up. Well, I'm good again. No, I'm good. All right. Roll the windows up so everybody don't hear what we're listening to.
Made an impulsive decision. This was not a planned murder. This was not an intent to kill. This was not a well thought out, I want to hurt this. This was not it. But white people treated it like it was. Not only did he have to move, the judge who lowered the bond, they haven't brought her up yet. She's in hiding. They thought it threatened the judge is in hiding, nigga. White folks, nigga, now the black judge who they voted in, she no longer is seen anymore. Her life became in danger. So here it is, this black family life is in danger, homie. Didn't you hear that man?
This is to where we be dropping the ball, because it's not like we don't know this. And, you know, unless it's some secret ones around here, I haven't heard of any organizations, you know, no groups people put together to maybe raise money for her and her family, to even check on her to see if the woman is still alive. You know, we should have these things in place. We need to get them in place. And somebody should be checking on her. We should want to know absolutely that this woman is okay. You know, we should. Let me see. You got the right Trevor number in there. But anyway, go ahead.
Didn't you hear Jeff Metcalf say, your mother live in Baton Rouge? We got, nigga, this is still America, nigga. The rural town, nigga. So, man, called me material. Nobody was there because they couldn't get the money.
So you admit that this nigga out here threatening people, which we heard him say it too. But you understand that. He gonna admit that he understands the whole play from day one. But then you gonna try to also, the shit don't go together. Just like I was watching, shout out to Captain Cesario earlier. And he was saying how Carmelo talked with both sides of his mouth at the same time. I said the same, but I'm just breaking down. Basically, we saying the same thing. How he was saying, when he was on there putting Carmelo daddy on live, knowing that man didn't know he was on live, talking to him on speakerphone and trying to sound so sympathetic and empathetic, and he talking about, man, I didn't know, I really trusted the white jury. And I told you to trust the white jury. I thought the white man was going to look out for him and the white lawyer was going to look out for him. Now you on here talking about you told him that, but you knew you was lying to his face. You told him Carmelo was going to be all right with the white jury, but you knew that wasn't true. And you knew that they was going to send Carmelo up. Which one is it? But Cap was saying, how he was saying, and we all heard him say this, he told, he was trying to say he told Carmelo dad not to trust a white jury, but then go turn around and say all white people ain't bad. Did you tell him to trust the white jury or not to trust the white jury? Because you done said both. All right. Boy, we not stupid. You just lying flat out. You deceiving everybody flat out. And the way he doing his family is unacceptable. Okay, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Then he gonna sit up here and say it was Dominique that took him to the white lawyer. Dominique gave his interview. We could go back over that one too. And he said he didn't have nothing to do with that. Them getting that specific lawyer. And he didn't want to flat out say, and I respect that, because client, to sit up here and just be outright, I ain't agree with my client doing this, I ain't agree with what, you shouldn't be doing that to your client just because this situation is controversial and people put pressure on you. But you can say, hey, I don't hook them up with lawyers. I don't find them lawyers. I don't do lawyer stuff with them. I'm not in the room when they talk to lawyers. This is the kind of conversation Dominique was having with us. And he was saying it's not his job to find them a lawyer. Now he got to stumbling because he didn't want to come out and say, I didn't agree with the lawyer choice. I didn't agree with them having the white lawyer or that particular lawyer or that particular white lawyer. However, he pretty much, in my opinion, said he didn't necessarily agree with the lawyer. However, it's that man's decision, and it's not his place to even influence him either way. Y'all can go back and listen to it again, and you can hear what the man is saying. So if that's what this man is saying, and he cares about the integrity of his business, and he's making it plain to us what he does and what he does not do, why are you trying to say Dominique gave him the lawyer when you already said you the one who convinced him, white lawyer, white jury? And we believe that Charleston convinced him to go with that specific lawyer. Ain't that what them crackers paid you to do, nigga? Yeah, okay.
I took care of them. Not that they owe me anything. I never asked for anything.
Why would you tell people that?
But I put a target on me. So I started going online, fighting everything that was coming after them. Sarah Fields, Jim Lane, white boy that just got arrested for taking shooting the head with the woman by them. I made them target me, homie. I started attacking them, saying, "Make y'all come after me so this family can sleep and get some peace." I offered to let them stay in my house in Dallas. Your whole family can stay there. Well, nobody know where it's at. So these people were actively seeking and pursuing them. Real white people, nigga. This Texas. So I took this big right. You used to see me coming at Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
They were looking for a son Jeep out there. Nigga, I let my son drive that motherfucker. And I knew I should have did it. I would pay him. I'll give my son money, nigga. He Uber eating out in their old neighborhood in the Jeep they looking for. A truck run my son off the road. I ain't said nothing. I ain't gonna screw my mama. It didn't dawn on me. Fuck, nigga. This shit serious. What happened to me? I was so mad. He think I'm mad at him. Man, then the truck run me out. So nigga, I'm invested in this shit. Just before now. Where was everybody at the end, nigga? Where was everybody at the end?
A nigga for you. Either he telling a lie
Oh.
or you a trifling ass dude who don't even care about your own child. Because if you knew that they had a hit basically out on that car, it's one thing for you to decide to drive it, but why would you make your son a target? Then you're gonna try to tell us that you got mad at your son because a truck tried to run him off the road? You're not making no sense. I don't know what man with a family would even do that. You could park the truck in the garage and pay for the garage to, sneak it off to somebody's house. Get somebody with a tractor something to come get in, take it on to a whole nother, somewhere. Or hell, Carmelo could get another Jeep, or something. But is it necessary for you putting your family in jeopardy of losing you if you want to drive it? So that's dumb. You single, do what you want. So that's dumb. So you don't care about you. None of that other stuff that he lies and said that he says that he does. And y'all let this dude come up here and tell y'all he do everything. Next he gonna come on here and tell y'all he the real God. He the one who created the heavens and the earth. He the one who created all these people here, white and black. And he the one made y'all act like this. And he could make y'all stop. He can just tell y'all any fantastic story like that. And y'all be like, I knew it was something about this dude. I knew it was something about this dude. You believe that shit? He got all these great stories about the things he done. Who would invest in children this much? But simultaneously come online and show them how to be the worst version of a human possible. Always. Two-headed snake. He's like, what's the name of the giant, the dragon snake creature thingy? Start with a T. Where's he lying at right now? Africa, the coast of Africa, Morocco. They say he had 1,000 heads, and his job here was to create just terror, make volcanoes erupt, just cause terror. That was his job. I get his name together in a minute. Y'all look that up. This is no story, no fable. This is truth. Okay, you can Google Earth, Google Map, and you can see him. He stabbed the fish. Killed the fish. They sliced his neck. What God killed him? Was it Zeus, Hercules? Sliced his neck and he bled out. You can see all that in Google Earth. That's who this fool here remind me of.
I'm just paying him just to be paying him. I'm paying the car note. Nigga ain't got. I don't need this motherfucker, nigga. I ain't need it. Just hipping him, nigga. So he telling me I'm at his beck and call all to the day, all up into the trial, even throughout the trial. I'm at his beck and call. Any hour of the day, I'm at his beck and call. Me and Carmelo texting back and forward. He one of the most positive kids. He's stronger than his daddy. He's stronger than his daddy. Every book I gave him to read, he read it. Stronger than his daddy. His daddy whining, man, I'm at his beck and call like a real brother. I ain't never making him feel like I'm over him or nothing, man. I'm talking God talk, trying to give him faith I ain't got. Lying to his son, telling God got it, it's gonna be all right. But I saw that white jewelry and I quivered, shivered. But I told him, it's gonna be all right, then God gonna work through that white jewelry. I was lying, I didn't believe that. But I couldn't tell them I ain't have faith no more.
Go back to that video where he's on the phone with his little raggedy wife beat on. Let me get out of here before I get loud again. Because I want to make sure y'all hear me, but, you know. He got Carmelo daddy on speakerphone. And he pleading with the man. You know, I'm so sorry. I feel like a fool. I feel like a plumb fool. I'm a fool. I'm wrong. I'm wrong because I wholeheartedly believe that white jury was going to take care of your son. I really believe that, and I told you that, and I was wrong for that. Acting, while still, what you call it, exploiting the man. Putting that conversation on live like that, just like he's exploiting them now. None of this you shouldn't be telling us if you had any dignity about you for real. If you cared about that boy for real. Do y'all think him hearing Charleston doing this will hurt him or help him? But he say that's his baby. Typhon. That dragon was thousands of miles long. Typhon. That's how deep this mess he doing here is. Not that I haven't been watching and thinking and feeling that, you know, all that other stuff he been doing is just pure chaos and havoc. But this takes the cake. Typhon. The dragon Typhon. The serpent Typhon. Yeah.
That's nigga, I lost faith nigga when I seen that. But I'm in this beck and call for a whole year. I ain't nigga. I had to tell him I'm having fun for no nigga. I gave him my heart, I gave him my time, I gave him my money, and I never spoke on it. For months. This man was saying, man, I feel like this lawyer gonna sell my baby up the road. He telling me this, man.
And listen,
he telling me.
I'm not listening to half this interview, so I'm gonna skip through and just respond to stuff that got me stewing, because I don't think I'm sitting here really listening to much more of this. Now, this mofo here said that his mammy told him. I gotta find out what that is. It looked like a hibiscus, but I can't stand hibiscus. I don't think it's hibiscus, but that shit there is beautiful. I want me one. I should go back and take a picture so I can Google it and find out what it is. It looked like it could be a white hibiscus, but it's not. I don't think it is a hibiscus. It might be in the family. He said his mama told him, because the dude asked him would he still help, would he give Carmelo money? If Carmelo called him personally, asked him please help pay for my appeal, blah blah blah. He gave another reason too, because him and the daddy don't agree. But he also said his mama told him, why you got to be the one? What about your family? Why would you give him so much money? Bitch, as much money as your evil spawn of a creature. I wonder, do you look like your mama, nigga? As much money as he make, as many interviews as he done since this, And the fees that they pay him for these interviews, he done made that money back already, that little $75,000 that he claimed he was going to give. He get paid handsomely. And you know this. So your greedy ass, your hateful ass, not surprised, told him, why should he be the one? I would never say that to my child. Even if I felt like it was going to take from his family. If that's what he felt like he called to do as a man, I'm going to let him walk with his shit and I'm going to support him. It ain't like he out here just saying, who wants some? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you say anything to your son about anything else he do?
Where you get the lawyer from? Dominique. It's Yellow Beezy lawyer. Nigga, ain't no murder lawyer, man. That's a dope boy lawyer. Yellow Beezy gonna lose with him is what I told him. That's young my man. This white boy they win in liberal. They win in
Who is Yellow Beezy? So Dominique, you got 24 hours. This video looked like it was done at least a day ago, maybe more than that. Oh, I already looked. It was the 15th. What's today, y'all? I don't even know. It seemed like 15th was shit. We already had June 19th, right? Juneteenth. So Charleston White is directly saying that you brought them the white lawyer. Now you said you didn't. Is he lying? Because you know so many people gonna believe him, and that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna anything else. Your shaking baby syndrome situation. Yo, Ike Turner shit, everything. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
Courts. Dallas is a liberal town. You can't get no Dallas lawyer and think they finna be big shot shit in Collin County. I know the baddest lawyer in Collin County. Commissioner Oates is what I told him. At that time, it was $500,000-$600,000.
Yeah, he telling on himself too. So he from Texas. He claimed he worked with the people at Collin County. Boy, you almost clipped the shit out of that car. It's like, you know how you almost trip over somebody? Like a child or something on the floor? But you just jump, hurry up, jump over them. You still trip, but you jump. You don't, so you clip them, but you ain't hurt them. That's damn near how that truck was with that car just now. Like, what the hell? I know that dude was shaking in his boots. So he's saying that he worked with Collin County with his programs and shit that he telling us about his programs. So you one of them. So one minute you believe in them, and the next minute you don't, and you knew that, and you knew you was lying to him. But now you telling us you know Collin County like the inside and outside of your hand because you work with them. Just like the lawyer. So you and the lawyer is the same. And you want us to believe Dominique brought them that lawyer? Dominique did he come from? I don't think he come from Texas. No.
I said, I know a criminal defense mitigation specialist named Shannon Ross who I used to work with. Man, they need to be on this case, homie. Put him in touch with Shannon. Shannon said, we need mitigation. We need defense mitigation. We need that. We don't have to worry about the money. We can get the money later, is what the mission said. He still went with them, homie.
He lying. You told him to go with a white man. You told us you told him to go with a white man. So I'm assuming whoever Shannon he talking about is supposed to be black. No, you told us that you told him to go with the white, get him a white lawyer. And that white jury was gonna do right by this black boy. But you admit that he didn't get defense.
Everybody said, no, he's not good over here. He even told me that his lawyer and the DA was once student and teacher. So the prosecutor was head over the DA. The DA never been able to beat him. He told me that. I said, oh, you need to get rid of him. We met on several different cases.
He didn't need it. He didn't need nobody to tell him that. You know Collin County like the inside and outside of your hand. According to you. So you already knew all that. You know all of them, you say. So you knew all of that. You ain't need no Shannon to tell you that.
Me, him, and Shannon talked on several different occasions. He stayed with them for whatever reason, homie. But nigga, I ain't stopped helping him. I was frustrated, mad about it, homie. But I ain't stopped. I'm taking his son's shoes. I'm taking him, just trying to keep his picture a good kid. Graduation gifts. But nigga, I ain't doing this looking for nothing in return. I really believe that's a good kid. Still to this day. He didn't intend to do that.
You want accolades.
It's a reason why they ain't released the whole video. It's a reason why America have not seen it.
You want people to actually believe that you're not just going against them, that you got legitimate reasons and you was really there for them and you was really helping them and you really care about him. Because most black people, okay, a lot of black people, most that's gonna be listening to Charleston White anyway, they know all about doing another dirty. And most of these types of black people don't understand how relationships are really supposed to be. They will justify doing you dirty just because y'all have differences of opinions, or you have a fallout or argument or something, or they think in their mind with some psychotic PTSD type shit that you on some other shit, or because you decide that you don't want to eat off a paper plate, you want to eat off a good plate that you feel uppity and you too good for them, and so now they gonna start sliding on you every chance they get. Some old bullshit like that. So you want people to listen to you and believe that you really banging on them. It's justifiable and you deserve that, you earned that because you done did all these great things. You shouldn't even be telling us none of this shit. Fuck nigga.
Video. It's the reason why. With criminal defense mitigation, Shannon would have had an opportunity by way of the courts and Carmelo's rights to interview every kid up under that tent. Why didn't no kids intervene?
I gotta find me a watermelon.
Why?
I know who to call.
There's a picture of they saying Carmelo didn't belong under the tent.
Right.
Well, if he didn't belong under the tent, why was he up under the tent just the previous week prior with all the same students there?
That's the aunt right there. That's the watermelon.
But you know who wasn't there last week? The two Metcalf twins. They were suspended.
I'm gonna hit his ass up.
So they come back and then this small frame kid was approached by 4 football players.
Right by
Not one white kid. And he never stood up. He remained docile until they started putting hands on him. New kid, new to the area, not a lot of friends, don't know how to fight, no violence in his history, never referral to the principal's office. No one can ever get on the stand and say this kid said anything threatening or anything in his past to now. Just all of a sudden this one day, this kid is violent and threatening. No. I learned from going to school for psychology and dealing with criminal justice that even when you get in court, they look at what you've done before and add up what you today. Past behaviors have always dictate future action. This kid has no past behaviors of this. If nothing else, negligence, homicide. If nothing else, voluntary manslaughter, but not first degree murder.
Fuck you.
Because that's intent. He didn't have any intent. One stab. With what? It wasn't a knife. So the wordplay was very tricky here. When they say a shove, it wasn't a shove, it was slam on the ground. The mitigating factors is this kid have epilepsy. Any punch to the head, seizure. Too much stress, overwhelming, seizures. So those are the factors. Ineffective counsel. Never objected to anything. Should have been a change of venue. Shouldn't have stayed in that county. I told that nigga, man, tell him move it. He said, man, they say we might get worse jewelry. You ain't gonna get a better one, nigga. That town.
I don't believe him. You was consoling this man that he was in good hands with that lawyer and that jury. You can't come out here now and try to tell us that you tried to convince him to change all these things. No, you didn't. You was there doing your job, which was to persuade him to not say nothing, not object, not rebel, Listen to the lawyer. Trust the lawyer. Trust in that jury as well. The lawyer already is defending. However, it's pretty much the lawyer, because he's the expert, to really, you know, pick his jury. You know, that's a person, they know who they gonna win with, who they not. You're not gonna know that better than the lawyer. But I'm pretty sure they'll still, if you say, hey, why are we not objecting to black lawyers? Why are we gotta get us a black lawyer on here? They're gonna hear you out, but at the end of the day, the lawyers, that's what they do. They pick their jury. But I'm pretty sure if he was questioned about the whole jury selection shit, I mean, once it's done, I guess it's done. But still, you told him not to question anything. Trusting these white folk. You told that man that. You didn't tell him to go get another venue. That he was screwed with the jury. He was screwed with the lawyer. You didn't try to bring in no black lawyer. Stop lying, Charleston. I'll kick you in your face myself. I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Collin County is like this new town that's being built that we hear about online. They're just an all-white town, and don't nobody live other white people.
Enough to do it.
That's what Collin County. That was one of the first towns to do that.
You gonna have to.
Yeah, that was one of the first towns to do that. Just 10 years ago, nigga. If you go through Collin County today with a quarter pound of weed, you might still get 10 years in prison. In most states, it's legal. A quart, 4 ounces, 5 ounces, you might still get 10 years. If you listen to the closing arguments of the DA, he wasn't just talking to that little black kid. You know why I'm so angry with the nigga daddy?
That's what I want to get to. Why?
Man, just let me vent, nigga.
Well, do your thing.
Just let me vent, nigga. The prosecutor,
You just asked.
when he was closed out,
Stupid.
he told Carmelo, look at me. You look up at me when I'm talking to you. This is our town. Nobody's gonna come in. This is a lynching talking. And I ain't making this about race, nigga. But we all know from around this part, we know what that means out there, nigga. We know to tap your brakes.
This is the thing. I'm gonna let him finish, and I'm gonna rewind it because I want y'all to hear what he's about to say. Because you online talking about black people made it about race. McCaff just took it there. I can't blame him for being upset. He tried to be humble and nice, and he lost his son. No good away. He was never humble and nice. It's that bullshit coming out of him. You see what I'm saying? So listen to what he about to say right now. Mind that just a little bit.
He told Carmelo, look at me. You look up at me when I'm talking to you. This is our town. Nobody's gonna come in. This is a lynching talking. And I ain't making this about race, nigga. But we all know from around this part, we know what that means out there, nigga. We know to tap your brakes, cruise control. It's sometimes.
He said it's lynching talking. That means when they hang your ass up, right before they get to slicing on you and torture you, right? This type of shit they'll say to you. And what did you do? Probably nothing. Or you walk by, you hold your head up. Or he thought you looked him in the eye. Or you didn't say Mr. Sir and sir. You just said yes or some shit. Because you walking by at the same time he walking by. You breathing. He saw you existing.
You know, that's a sundown town. If people don't know, if people just really want to know, that's a sundown town. Collin County is a sundown town. So, the way he talked to that boy, and me not knowing that daddy left him there alone to take the sentencing.
Now, I got to agree with him on this. I gotta agree with him on this. I wouldn't expect the mama to be there. Hell, she didn't come to the track meet because of the rain. But you don't expect no mama to go listen to her son being sentenced after they just convicted him of murder. I mean, she did good in them interviews to not really just break down. But the daddy, you don't get to not be there. You the man of the house. Now, especially after hearing that part, they talked to him like that in open court, and you just left him hanging. It's bad enough you're not going to be able to be there with him throughout this walk to protect him at all. Off that strength alone, I could condone Charleston no longer messing with the daddy. Off the fact that he wasn't there in his sentence. You ain't got no job, and even if you did, there's no excuse for the daddy not being there. Nigga, you had to be in ICU in a coma. I still don't condone none of this shit he doing publicly. Pure ridiculousness.
I can stand with that man. There's nobody can stand next to that man. He left his boy to hang, nigga, by himself. Standing. My boy, when he looked back over his shoulder, they had that witch nigga with them tears in his eyes as you get ready. I won't be when they hanging the boy. Think, nigga, can you imagine? 17 years old, you don't know nothing about no trouble. You don't know nothing about no trouble. One day you at home with your mama, your daddy, your little sister, nigga. And this kid is innocent, nigga. He don't know about dope, smoking weed, none of that. One day.
You know, I also thought the dad has to take a little more blame for all of this. Because as a black man, you shouldn't have been so green. You shouldn't have been so naive. It's your responsibility to know as well as understand who you are, who they are, and what this is. But you chose to believe in some BS that wasn't even true, and you had to go through this to find out. At the bare minimum, he should have known better than to deal with somebody like Charleston the fuck White. I don't know what you saw online, but nigga, how did you make it? You don't research or nothing. You ain't gonna analyze it. It ain't about street smarts. Hell no. You telling me as a grown man with a family, you went to Charleston White and you've been, yeah.
You wake up the next day, you in TDC prison. You done skip the process of the county jail of waiting to have to psychologically prepare. You done skip the process of having to detach from what's around this way, nigga. Can you imagine what that little boy feel like, nigga? I cried for him, nigga. Man, I cried for him, nigga. But nigga, I didn't know his daddy wasn't there.
I don't know about all that.
Jeff Metcalf said he was a coward because he wasn't there. Ain't no way in the world I can be seen with that man again standing fighting for his boy.
You got the man that been coming at you this whole time because you killed his son and he been beefing with you this whole time. You let that man be able to sit there and call you a coward because you couldn't even stand with your son. So he at least know you're there while he's getting sentenced. I don't even think he would want his mom to be there because he know that's going to be hard on her. But his daddy not there?
That kid, man. I can understand his mama not being there to see it, but not him. I cried for 2 days, nigga, 2 days. I cried like a boy. I had time to practice my walk. I had time to shadow box before he sent me down. I didn't have time for nothing. His mind can't even prepare for this. Imagine your baby just graduated high school one day, and the next day he in hell. If he got to wait 2 to 3 years on a pill, he ain't gonna be the same kid. He gonna be a monster. If he got to wait 2 to 3 years, homie, if they can't go get him, hurry up and get him out and get him a pill bomb, he ain't gonna be the same kid when he come back.
I agree. He gonna have to fight. He gonna have to fight for his life.
No kid should be there. Now I hear people say, man, he's 19, man, that boy ain't like, man, that
He
way
ain't
he's
gonna have no
grown.
respect for his daddy.
So I raised $1 million. They wanted 150,000 off top to retain an appeal lawyer. I put up 75 off the most of my total. The first thing the dad said was, we need to start a GoFundMe, man. They shut the GoFundMe down. When he tried to get the GoFundMe, he called me. They shut the GoFundMe down. I said, shit, nigga, that's good. Yeah, nigga, all that big. Now we can show the world for us, by us, with us, of us, or against us. Now we can show the world we can take her on like they do there. Chud got $1 million. Derek Chauvin got everybody done something to it. They raised $1 million for him. Let me see if
I agree with that as a standalone, what he's saying, because, you know, all they're going to keep doing is trying to get it shut down. And in all unfairness, they're going to succeed. It's not that we try as hard to get their shit shut down. We just be like, can you believe that they got this in for me? And can you believe that they raise all this money? You know, that's all black people do. You're not going to do what they doing. Okay? So, they just going to keep, you know, trying to get it shut down. They're going to get it shut down. And that for us, by us, that fool shit. Okay, cool. But that don't mean you get to control this man. Although, I don't want to talk about Carmelo Daddy like that, because I'm not him, and I'm not in that situation. But it's just some things that, you know, I just got to disagree with. And I just think homeboy should have just not ever had kids and got married, because I don't think he was ready to be no black father and husband on this here planet. You know? Hell no.
I can do it for you, what I told him. I think I can do it. I got you, nigga. Tell him I got it. Tell him I got it. When you talk to him, tell him I got it. You send him some books to read to keep his mind straight.
You ain't at the Citizen either.
He called me back and said, man, we didn't even have the medicine. I said, I got the $1 million.
We called the watermelon man.
I got called from, man, some big name people. And I told him we're not doing no GoFundMe. We're not doing nothing publicly where we got to go. I don't beg nobody asking for nothing. The strongest man in the land. So, nigga, I'm a strong. So, I can't. Yeah. So, a lot of people don't want to do it publicly because they don't want to be, you know, it's too political. It's racist, yeah. So, they'll love to give it a. So, I never came and said anything publicly. In less than 24 hours, I was calling him. Say, hey, we're going to meet here to get the lawyers the money.
I don't believe
we're going to meet here to get the lawyers the money. So I reached out to a pastor,
you know,
who's not a political pastor, but he has a non-denominational church. He has conservative friends. He has, you know, he's connected and respected. So I said, pastor, can we meet here, do an interview with Say TV? The Say TV interview, I'm going to put that $10,000 in his pocket. I'm putting that $10,000 in his pocket. I hit Vlad up. I hit some more people up, Sean Mike Kelly, to get them some interviews. So I hit him Antoine Daniels. So I'm gonna put them some initial cash in their pocket, at least 10 to 15, 20, right now. This lawyer money going directly to the lawyers. We're setting this up for Friday. I had a show in Cleveland, so I'm gonna leave Cleveland, come here, meet with them, and get everything set up. Somebody called and wanted to donate an additional 250 to 500,000. They called my agency, but they brought up being Crump. I don't want to do nothing with them, is what I said. So I named some names I didn't want to have nothing to do with. I don't want to have nothing to do with the NAACP. I don't have nothing to do with none of these crooks and hooks. Because where was they last year? They saw this, nigga. They ignored it.
You can't do it.
I've been
'cause you
screaming
got
this for a year.
You can't do it.
Now all of a
you got
sudden it's a new money involved. It's a new light involved. It's a new thing.
It's
I said,
not.
no, we can handle this in house. And we all from Texas right here. We all know one another. We all work with children in this system
They
here.
closed down
He's new
this-
here. We can really help this
Del
guy.
Taco also?
We can really help this guy. But if you guys come in with this race shit, man, y'all got Texas up. Y'all got Texas up.
So
And when y'all
all
file
of
that
the
first
Del
motion for a new
Taco-
trial, they're gonna do.
no. You mean to tell me all of the Del Tacos closed down and Taco Bell is still around? Del Taco is the bomb. And they all closed down. And yeah, they still got Taco Bell? Ew. Alright, let me find the watermelon man and hit him up. See what's up. Damn. I was like, ooh, Del Taco.
And that kid's gonna do about 18 on that 35 now. My game was to change the narrative. I told her daddy, we not gonna make it about race. The issue is about the prefrontal cortex, the lack of brain development at his age. The Supreme Court said those are factors to factor in. We worked on a Miller Brown ruling. How we got George Token him out, Eric Brown. So man, the kids who had life without parole throughout the country, this has been the deciding factor of getting them home. Brain development, being impulsive. This was not intent. So I told her dad that was angle. Behind my back, before the meeting, he met with Pastor and asked Pastor, after we pay the lawyer, where's the rest of the money go? Who go handle the rest of the money? Me, nigga. They giving it to me because they trust me. Why would I give my credibility to you? And they already suspect you've been doing it. He wanted to get the money and then separate from me. He said, Unc, I need to move. We'll help you move. We'll help you move. We'll help you move. But then we ain't giving you the money to do it. We're not giving you the money to do it.
I don't know how I feel about this. You know, because I'm not on either one of their sides on this. Now, when he say they already been suspecting you of doing this, he could be talking about not only the opposing people, but also people who's been donating. Because there's still a lot of black people who, you know, maybe still be rooting for them, but they believe some of them stories out there because y'all stupid. No, people couldn't even touch that money. Plus, hello, they weren't, you know, this is a financial strain, but they went down bad before this. Either way, they still have discrepancies. So if he just hand over the money, which once you donate something, shut the fuck up at the end of the day. Y'all got a bad problem with all that. What the people do with it, that's on them. But, you know, y'all do too much after that. If that's the case, keep your funky dollar. It's ridiculous. But I don't know. It's like Charleston was trying to make sure he get money too out of it, because what man is going to want you to be like you his guardian all of a sudden? I'm not even going to give you an allowance, but we going to do it all for you. So you'll bring your little friends and come over to this man and his wife and tell them how they gonna move and dictate how they gonna move and where they gonna move and all that. And so you don't let him have no dignity. He know how his wife is. He know how they normally used to doing shit. You're not gonna let this man have no dignity, and just the money was donated, period. This situation is gonna bankrupt you. It's gonna take from you, especially when you got people coming for you. So you need people just giving you money, yes. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Like, he wanted to sit up there and let you be doing everything. You might as well take his wife too. Might as well. Go on, move her in. Let her be your second, third, whatever the hell, with your lying ugly ass, and take the child, and they're yours. Because you done became the new freaking husband at this point. Like, seriously. You looking at this man in his face telling him we not going to give you the money. Well, we going to, I'm going to move you. Bitch, I'll move your ass over there next to Austin. Okay? That's where I'll move you to. I need to be coming out here making a right, so I don't have to go through all this here. And I still can pull up at one of these spots. Oh yeah, they got a train right there. We not doing that train. Ain't got but so much time to play with. I'm on 3 hours now. Plus, what time is it? I know they already got me set up for something. So I really need to be parking this thing. Okay. Am I on the outside of that train? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, they got a median right there. Damn, they kill me with these medians they done put up. Now I got to turn 1,000 times so I can get up out of this parking lot. You can't go straight across no more. With everything, we got children. You got to spend extra gas and time going all the way down the street to turn around and come back up. When you used to get this go across. Y'all ain't stopping no accidents. Crash stuff is gonna crash. That's what they do. It's what they do. It's what they do.
He asked for help during the trial. I'm the one that sent Dr. Candace up there.
And they closed down Delta.
I'm the one that had Dr. Candace, can you go up to the man's family needs you? No protection. It's a white man out there threatening to kill the man, kill the boy. She said, I'm gonna be up there next Thursday. I said, the trial will be over by then, I think, Doc. They rushing this pretty fast. She couldn't believe it. I'll still be going to now. They rushing it pretty fast. He asked for this help, only to leave all of us hanging. As if we invaded. Now he asked for this. We felt like he was worthy of it because of the kid.
I saw her come in at the end, right?
Not that the kid need to be let go free.
And I was like,
but when you look at all the facts, not the omitted facts.
I'm sure she was busy.
When you look at all the facts, then sit the facts to the side, because the facts ain't the truth. That's why the prosecutor got facts, the defense attorney got facts, and each is presenting different facts as their truth. So let's look at all the facts. We'll analyze the facts and we realize that facts are not the truth. Why? What's the truth? Carmelo never got up there. Hunter never got up there. And every kid that was up there never got up there to be cross-examined from their original statements to the police. Not what they're saying today, but the original statements. And when you look at the original statements, you will see everybody up there, including the coaches and law enforcement, change their statements. Perjury.
I love how camping's full of surprises. Except when the surprise is an allergy attack. Luckily, I've got Claritin D.
Get fast, powerful relief from your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. It starts working in as little as 30 minutes. Claritin clears. Use as directed.
Granger offers professional-grade products, easy reordering online, and 24/7 support.
I know who platform that is he on, but I can't even skip. So people can keep working. So that must be a big platform. Well, gotta be if they pay him upwards of $20,000 for an interview.
After the time, I would be a bad boy. Well, I became a youth advocate.
Attorney White.
Well, I want to be a youth advocate. I want to be Mr. White to the children.
What youth advocate get online and act like he do towards his own people? And you think when he go teach you, that's like y'all believing Dr. Umar can really run a school.
You got crime intervention.
And you do believe that.
Lawyers are crime intervention. I want to be crime prevention. Right? Prevent our kids from going and need lawyers. I mean, they never get in trouble. So I started focusing on preventative measures, getting out of the juveniles, getting out of school, and then catching them at the house, and then catching them at schools. Why? Because they're going from school to prison now.
Let me ask you something. I saw how you paint this picture for Carmelo Anthony. Now, we're not talking about his father, but we want to stick straight with the child. Where are you at today with your feelings and supporting him?
So I got friends, I got childhood friends, I got relatives that's very influential in the prison system. It's not a prison you can't go to, and nigga, somebody I know ain't a big dog on their yard.
How do you claim to put niggas in prison, but then turn around and say you got friends in prison?
I'm guaranteed his protection in prison. I'm saying that before the camera. Yeah, nigga. Ain't nothing
Y'all
about
believe him? Y'all should smack him in his face.
If anybody touch him that's not black, it'll be a war. It'll be a war.
Y'all gonna believe
you gotta think, nigga, I grew up in a boys' home. And then I spent 12 years in
Charleston called Jeff after that interview. Hey man, you how I told them niggas I was gonna protect Austin in prison and they can't nobody touch him. I mean, protect Carmelo. Yeah, I heard you, boy. You is a wild boy. Yeah, man. Y'all got free reign on that nigga. Ain't nobody gonna protect him. Them niggas in prison don't even like me. And half of them gonna believe me. And they gonna come for him just because they think I care about him. I call him my baby.
Of every state juvenile facility in the country, nigga, and not especially in Texas. All the young in the killers. I met them when they was in elementary, when they was in middle school. I met them at the after school program, juvenile detention center, the donut dads giveaway. I've been indoctrinating the kids with Mr. Charleston, nigga, since 2012. Them my babies down there that know me, nigga, coming in with them anti-gang cognitive intervention program. All them YN love me. They watch my videos, they call me from the, all the young niggas call me from down there. I done already sent word, say he coming, y'all make sure my baby out here. That's all, baby, what I said, that's my heart. That little nigga go be out Johnny Cochran. I told him, y'all make sure he getting the law out there. The little been studying law, failed to do. When he graduated from high school out there on this murder bond, he went to college to study law to pick up what couldn't finish. I told him he gonna be our lawyer for the nation, nigga. So all them young be calling me from watching them videos, from the feds to the states, nigga. Any yards you can't go on, nigga, they love me. So say, man, y'all make sure I am. And y'all make sure, I'm gonna be now. When y'all come home, I'm gonna make sure y'all like, I can get it to y'all, nigga, but I promise you, this the one, no. If something happened to him, it's gonna have to be a guard to do it. It won't be a black person. Guaranteed. So yeah, no. See, people think I just be talking on the internet. I started in a boys' home, creating alliances as a kid.
Shut up. We don't believe you.
On your heart. But you ain't got to get that much, son.
This lady says Carmelo Anthony, she's putting CA, but it's KA. Carmelo is of age now. Charleston White can deal with him directly. CA can make KA can make decisions on his own. And let me put the correct up, because bitch, one time is one thing, but he can make decisions on his own outside his parents. That's fucked up, Charleston. You can still help. You don't want Charleston to be involved. You want him to just disappear, preferably underneath the dirt. Okay, that's all. Quit. Why would you get mad and bang on him because he ain't helping him? No, he needs to stay away from Carmelo. You can still help him with his appeal. Why don't you be the put in guidance that you stated he still needs? You want him to guide, girl? Cute. You're that damn bad that you got to sell those watermelon felon t-shirts. I almost forgot about those. But you claim you're going to help him by sending him books. Nobody created that image but Charleston. Yeah, Jeff was talking shit. But Charleston went right away and created them shirts. And then he said he was gonna give the proceeds to Jeff Metcalf family. And then he said in this interview he was doing it for Carmel. Listen, Jesus, I'm trying to bite my tongue. I just realized I can't even say nothing about Pink Face no more. Because the level of crash out I feel like doing, it's really nothing different from the shit she be doing. I'm choosing to have some degree of self-control because I know I'm going to be held responsible for the things that come out my mouth. But give me the opportunity. If Pink Face can run up and hit the shit out of Carlissa, not once but 3 times, I can shoot my best shot with Charleston Wayne. And we'll see. I done seen him in the boxing ring. You honor a mother or father, you're a joke. Oh, y'all giving him a business, okay? You won't even let the money raised for him to help fight for the pill. Get the people their money back, scam artists. There's no way that you had that boy's best interest at heart while you want to control who they pay to help their child. Let me find out. Okay, y'all, listen, hold on. I'm about to read some comments for a second. Hold on. Yes, you raised the money, but clearly you raised it for you. You sound dumb. Okay, go off then. Y'all gonna calm me down a little bit, okay? Because you don't want another thing that's in my brain right now. Oh, never mind. I see Dr. Umar released the video. Okay, shut up. Why would you? Okay, shut up. Why would you come and comment? Sucker ass fucker. After looking at this again, okay, yeah, you agreeing with him. All right. I hate hearing about this topic. Carmelo wasn't wrong. After the evidence came out, it affirmed my suspicion. This is straight race baiting nonsense. It wasn't a knife. He got slammed. So you're saying that he's lying about getting slammed, and he's lying about it wasn't a knife. Well, Dan Calloway, that's who I ended up watching the longer version that came out. I watched it on his channel. You know, I can't stand Dan Calloway. He's a scammer. He himself was saying, look at how Carmelo was up. Like he was eventually trying to get out of there. Because it looked like they was attacking him. And he was trying to get up out of there. And you could see him pop up for a second. And then they pulled him back down again. So maybe that was what ended up being a slam. It's possible because Carmelo would have told his dad, and his dad would have likely told Charleston. And what Dane saw, because I mainly was listening to him go over the video, although I was watching it too, but he's like did some closer looking and all that stuff. And just listening to what his analysis. He was saying it looked like, and then when he said, look at him with the coach, it looked like he's demonstrating what was done to him. You see him jump up and come down like that? It looked like he's showing the coach what happened to him, what they was doing to him, or what he did to him. And he rewinded, he played it again. I'm like, okay. So, the whole it wasn't a knife thing, I don't know. Did they show what he really had on the news? Because I'll pull that up later, because I'm going to want to pull it up anyway. But the dad said it wasn't a knife. He said it once. It wasn't a knife. Why would he say that? Did somebody plant a knife? What was that boy ran and threw in the trash can right after this happened? The boy that was standing there with them. He ran to the trash can real quick, dropped something in, and then ran back over there. Did they throw away what Carmelo had and then put that knife down there? I bet you they ain't test that knife for no matching DNA or nothing. They could write that up real quick that they did, but they didn't. This is the same ninja that was crying on Antoine podcast. I didn't see the podcast, but I saw a little short clip, and it sounded like he was crying. You take it up for Charleston. Cancel Charleston White. He finessed the family like he claimed everyone else would. Let me start giving y'all some likes. It forgets it has 2 subjects that will go on a shirt someday. I like the way you word that shit. Okay? It sounds like it puts the lotion on his skin, and I'm rocking with that. Why Charleston White look like Chance from the... He do not. Don't you do that. I just seen the release videos, photos from the case. That was a whole knife. Multi-tool my ass. That's what they showed us, though. We don't believe nothing coming from them. Remember that. Some black folk won't really know until they get into it. Just like Carmelo's dad and mom. I think they kind of get it now. Some of y'all would never get it until you're there. And you'll be still boo-boo the fool until it's too late. And you be sitting there, I can't believe they did me like this. I'm important. I'm mad. I'm somebody. I can't believe they did me like this. A lot of niggas hanging. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I'm pretty sure there's a few niggas that was hanging that said the same thing. Most of them pretty much knew what it was. Because they was living in it, the thick of it. Carmelo didn't want to end up like Trayvon Martin. I gotta give you a like for that. Is he on drugs? Let me give you a like for that. That's not even his real mama. That's his dad's wife and Carmelo's stepmom. Bitch, don't kill that noise. How about that? We not doing that. You can see him in her. It seemed like he might look just like his daddy. He looked more like his mama than he do his daddy. This video aged like milk. They released the photo. And even if it was, even if it's not, stupid, that's his child. They're gonna have to address that knife situation, but I guess that would be for the lawyers. Then again, you know, he mad he couldn't get his fingers on some of that easy money. He already raised the money, so he got his fingers on it. He's scot-free with it. He can give back whatever he get back, and some of it he ain't got to get back. He can say, I can't return your money or all of your money because I gave. You know what? It makes sense now. It makes sense for him to sit up here and say all he did for the family, because that'll be the reason why he ain't giving back a lot of people their money. The host said, I have nothing to give on a big ass podcast. Wow, unreal. Yep, same old, same old. People are silly and goofy and crazy, but want to ask if you have anything to give from White. Well, we know the host's true colors. Jeff is a man of God and forgave the killer. No, he didn't, because he wouldn't have said none of that shit he came out here and said. And he wouldn't have been harassing that family from the beginning. He wouldn't have, because of what that man's son did, he would not have been going to that man's job like that, trying to get him fired and shit. He wouldn't have been fucking with him on social media. You don't start banging on somebody on social media with your forgiving heart and you being a man of God. Christians are the worst anyway. He played tricked himself right out of his own spot. He thought black Americans would allow him to flip-flop on his stance. It's a lot of people still rocking with him, just like y'all rocking with Umar. Regarding Carmelo, we're not. That's because black Americans are standing firm on Carmelo being innocent. This year marks the end of Charleston White as a figure, social media influencer, and comedian. And I hope he saved his money, because he should start to look for a job. Trauma, you is my motherfucker. You hear me? Trauma 114. This is it right here. I'm screenshotting this shit. All right? This is the comment right here. 2026. Concerning Charleston White. and we done. Off that right there. Trauma said it. All right? And fuck the trolls in the comment. I'm talking to your mama, bitch. Okay? I'm telling her that your daddy back there. He is. Bitch.